It's a funny thing actually, it was about 3 years ago, almost to the day, that we launched the Frames project here in the UK, again hosted by Trent Rivers Trust, and once again the country was underwater. So I don't know what that says about this conference. I had an email yesterday from a Dutch consultant who I've worked with for probably more than 10 years, a guy called Jeroen van Herk. And his email went along the lines of, hey Alistair, I hear it's flooding again in the UK. We're seeing on the news that there's lots of calls for experience on the Dutch model and Dutch expertise. We've had great experience over the years on the Room for the River programme. Can you recommend us to anyone? And I think that sums up a lot of the problems we're facing at the moment. I think when people think of the Dutch model, they think about polders, dikes, drains, barrages and pumps. They don't think about programmes like Room for the River, and even that Dutch model has moved on quite considerably in the last few years. Now I'm very pleased that I was there at the birth of the Frames project, and it was in this context actually. The Dutch flood risk managers who we met with had the same problem that we have now. The majority of people and decision makers believed that the engineered defences, what we call level 1 in the multi-level approach, will protect them now and in the future. It just needs more investment. The flood risk managers, however, they know better. When considering sea level rise expected in the Netherlands, sinking land from the loss of peat, upstream development in a massive Rhine catchment that there is completely out of their control, and changes in rainfall, it's not a case of if it will flood, it's when it will flood. And that's how the concept of the multi-level safety approach was born. Level 1 defences can only do so much. It cannot deliver the security expected by people in the future. It must be supported by level 2, which is what we've been talking about today mostly. Spatial planning around land use, housing, and the opportunities that natural measures provide. But if we're going to really manage this situation properly, we need to support the development of level 3, which is how we respond to emergencies, so we're much more prepared. And of course level 4, how we then recover, which is much of what Paul has been just talking about. And of course that recovery goes beyond just supporting people, it also goes back to planning and how we design things better in the future. So that's what I think is so important about the multi-level self approach. It doesn't say that one level is more important than the other. It says we need all of it, and that provides a really welcome space for all of us, I think, to start pulling in the same direction as other people working on other aspects of flood risk management. So I'm just going to finish where we started from Steve's presentation, and just to say that I think all we've heard today shows that natural flood risk management is part of the solution, but we do need to scale it. We need to start thinking about it at the scale of land use. So it just leaves me to say thank you to all the speakers, which we'll do in a moment, and just to say that I hope this is the start of future conversations and not the end. Thank you very much.